You know that's a lot now.
Even better at Madden or college football.
Oh, that's a lot.
This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
I mean, you gonna give me that L just because I need a W. That ain't how this gonna work.
And off we
That's
go
why you.
from
That's why
SoFi
you
Stadium.
fucked up. This Navy boy. Ain't nobody in the airports over here. Nah, it's not.
And
Air
he'll go
Force and the
down
Army,
with
y'all
this
the same
drive. Will
shit.
start at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, okay. That definitely ain't the case. I'm a recruiter.
Herbert going to go to the air right away.
I'll
Oh,
be in
he's
that
going to
thing
take a
all
shot
day.
right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. You talk about this
Yeah, I
Rams
run running the
defense.
stations out here. I
It's
just be in there
struggled against
chilling.
the pass. Issues at times. Ranked number
Yeah.
24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Throwing left side. He's got Clark complete. 22 yards there. A
Keep
first
doing your
down.
thing. You got it.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Herbert. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding?
Happened a few times.
He did have a
Happened a few
receiver in
times.
the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now a 2nd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. And that going to be incomplete.
Nigga, bro. They supposed to put me on the other board. That supposed to be a pig.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a
Trip.
minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
Give me that.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he returns
Yeah.
it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the
Probably
pass.
right. I
So that's
average about
great
5
sign for
picks a
them to get the
game.
early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute
Definitely
shock
gonna throw one
for
for
the
sure.
quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Throwing to start the drive. Kyle. And the Raiders have got him.
Ooh.
The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Back
And they
there.
get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Max Crosby in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for
What can
him.
we
Now, I
do?
know
What
we're
can
only
we
2 plays
do?
in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Like a little punt. They're going to throw it up.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give me that. I want to first.
Intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. I'm only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you
That's
want
all
to
right.
press him.
You got to make adjustments to it.
Quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact.
If you're going to play everybody deep, why not go underneath?
Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Kyle.
Oh, wrong person.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Damn, I hit the wrong.
Here just past the 25.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
2. Typical about 5. So I got 3 more in me.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the
Whoa, why y'all not putting me on the right person? That's another pick. It don't matter. That's a pick all day. Click on it now.
And take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Get the fuck out of here. Come on, man. If they don't start putting me on the wrong person, what they doing out there?
Issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. Defending the pass.
3rd and 2. From the 50, here's Herbert. And that's going to be
He's going to drop that one. Going to drop that one. Kiss that other bullshit.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball.
I think y'all got the rules set for behind the, I can't remember, behind the 40 or the 50.
Because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Bro, I'm hitting triangle like crazy. What we doing? My triangle button broke or something? Might be what it is.
As they take over 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey?
Really slow.
The one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever's going to take.
There you go, boy.
Kyron Williams. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Rams will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A try here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
91 points.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Sir, go forward.
Interception. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset.
I'm gonna try you.
Intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert.
Down on that ball. What you doing?
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. Here's Herbert. To the sideline and incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 3rd and 20. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Flushed out right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Herbert's
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They go play action here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Bass. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A first run now for Kyron Williams. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Kyle going to be taken in here by Nakua. Down inside the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
That boy Puka.
Puka. Touchdown on the air. And the Rams have taken
that boy Puka got that ball.
And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fast.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you meant to the guy.
Nigga, you can't hold that shit. All right, let's get it.
Uniform with 4 interceptions here
I
in
stay
the
out them
first
corner stores
half, and
buying
several
chicken, man.
different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Flag comes in. This might be a free
Hold up.
play. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see.
Almost had him. Almost had him.
Boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Almost had him. Almost had him.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. Down the right sideline. And out of bounds all the way down.
I ain't touching. Boy, went untouched.
33 in the first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Now they send a running back in motion right. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumps. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Williams.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Halfway there, down to the
This nigga all past the line.
a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
This nigga all past the line. Come on.
It's 14-0.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one.
That slow ass play. So ass up the field.
The tally there,
so ass up the field.
Oh. That's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Off play action. Kyle.
There you go, Puka.
It's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Rams have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights.
Oh, I've been on NCAA more lately.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game.
And
oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Oh, verse? Put that spin on the verse.
And they will finally get to him, but a great return has
that boy about 6'3", 6'2", something like that.
This is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now?
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack
Could
back
at least
in the
bump into the
9-yard
lineman or
line.
something. God,
Myles Garrett showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. Kyle. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So
yeah, it ain't working too well for you. It ain't working too well for you.
First half as the kick's away. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Oh, come down on that, bro.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
When you struggle on offense,
all you ought to do is just step down.
Get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Yeah, let's go verse.
Another interception.
That boy be on it. Boy be playing like a DB.
What will be the final play of this first half? So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
They be letting that nigga jump.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Kyle.
Slow.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Bass. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 more yards there and another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime in trying to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping it.
And he know the ball was out.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Off play action.
Good play.
And that'll be
He's going to sneak out there.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released.
Sir.
If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a split second too late on the release. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were
They say, yeah, they don't know what that means.
because they were there to help break that pass up.
This will be play number 8.
They said he gave you 3. That's enough.
3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown.
Wait on you, boy.
If he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And his kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
Walk to that
And
90.
they
I
picked
don't
up
know,
right where
dude.
they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points.
Yeah, it's 32-25 right now.
Keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Herbert now. And this one.
Who you talking about? Oh, who team?
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable.
Oh.
on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal
He normally hit it.
delivery.
He normally hit about at least 2-3s a game.
Confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one
In these
back.
playoffs, he been hitting that corner 3.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Able to find the open man. That's
Good
good.
boy,
And he
man.
takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Herbert back to the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him
That's
in
my
this game, and
need.
was hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time
I don't got no D-line, but my defense don't work.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting
Hey, they let him reach up too. He ain't jump though.
As the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 43.
I'll get him another one.
As that'll move the chains. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw here, Herbert. And pressure coming, and they got it.
Wow, Young back there.
Byron Young in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Ooh, that's too early.
Interception. And he'll take this.
Herbert should have what, about 90, 96 throw power?
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
He definitely had no zip on it, that's for sure.
Player is those 6 inches between the ears, but right now it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable?
Yo, it's lagging.
Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain.
Moving smooth.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Pass complete there to Nakua. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Kyle. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown.
But too slow.
A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Point after, right
Boy,
down
moving
the
slow
middle.
for sure.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points.
Oh, Hufanga, bro. Come on.
But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Yeah, he was in free agency.
first down.
And why they put me on the cornerback, bro? Why would you put me on the person close to the ball? What y'all doing?
Las Vegas. Brock Bowers, 45 yards. And the Raiders are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Yeah, Josh Hart hit the loose.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I we enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put him #1 for what we've seen this season.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Kyle. And his pass is intercepted.
How he get the ball? Come on now. How he get the ball?
And they will finally get
It go through my boy's shoulder pads or something? What the fuck?
Last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Herbert. Forced out to his left. All that gets him is just a yard.
Let's go, Verse.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to handle it
Got
on the
there.
And that one not going to work at all. Boy, the defense all over it, and they blow that up behind the line. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Flush to his right.
Oh, my God. Oh, why ain't nobody in the corner, man? You watch both of them niggas run right by you. You know ain't nobody over there.
And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping
That
the
fucking
play alive.
easy stuff.
I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead down to 20.
Raiders 14.
out as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
New York ain't trying to go home yet. They ain't trying to look like them Timberwolves did last night.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
Hey, they might shoot.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to fire one
They
deep
back
left
there.
sideline.
Yeah.
This is
Go, Tuku.
inside the 15. Touchdown, LA. Puka Nacua with career touchdown number 60. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, went to the inside a little bit.
Signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown.
Yeah, he would have had one more acceleration to him. He would have got that.
Right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A shotgun snap for Herbert.
Bro, why don't they put me on Hufunga? Why they keep putting me on the fucking safety?
And they finally get him down.
What we doing?
Before he reaches the 34. Back to throw now on 1st down.
Bro, put me on a nigga that's guarding the person that's getting fouled, man. Come on now.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that
tripping.
completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Herbert throwing again. And that is
Right. What the fuck he catch that?
this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much
Oh,
an
whoa, that
exercise
nigga
in
out
futility
pop.
right now. Still down big. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball
That's
was
crazy.
coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah,
That's
I think when
crazy.
you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more
I ain't
chances.
know that. Shit, most time in the end zone, I gotta run. I be throwing picks.
Exploiting the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Hit that thing. Perfect spin.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, my goodness. Here's a 5th
Oh,
interception.
man.
And the Raiders
If he was a little bit shorter, 98, 97, one of them.
Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions. What does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But
Oh
based on
yeah.
the fact that he's still out there and
Try
he
to
threw a
catch
big
somebody
interception,
slipping.
I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another
There
day.
we go.
Because
Bro, get the fuck out of here. Come on, man.
Before being taken down.
No, that was a pig. No, that was a pig. Come on, man.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now it's Herbert.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. How is Dowers running this route so fucking well? Nigga binding everybody over there.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
That's crazy. Nigga out leaving everybody.
Here's Herbert.
Hang with that.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Hang with that. Make sure you threw that up the field.
They'll try to run it in. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
That boy thought he had the promised land. He just knew he had a touchdown.
and with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to
Good
make any kind of
gracious.
mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth
you'd
quarter.
say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys
Yeah, you got a fast secondary over there. I know I won't get too much.
It's not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still, some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Charles, a lot